What's up, God's people? I'm your host, Jay Will, and this is Inspire God's People, where we balance faith and business to guide you to your purpose. I figured I would give y'all a little bit of the behind the scenes before I start recording episode 136. So, it's Sunday morning, and so I'm actually thinking that this is gonna be entitled for today's episode, My Thoughts on a Sunday, because I just got some different thoughts that I wanna talk about, and I wanna share with you a little bit of in-depth thought behind one of those thoughts. All right, we're using the word thought a little way too much. But we're going to talk about wasting time today, man. And I think it's super important, the angle that I'm going to take with this as it relates to wasting time, it's a lot to do with your age, you know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking this morning about how, when you're younger, people always encourage you and remind you that you're young, right? And they kind of give you this illusion that it's okay that you're not trying hard. It's okay that you're not developing because you're still young. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's a balance to that, right? Like, yeah, you can still be kind of young and maybe have a little more of an opportunity for some slack. But in some instances, and we're going to explore some really different angles. I'm sure you never heard anyone talk about it the way that I'm going to talk about it today, some of the points I'm planning to make. But we're going to explore some different angles of why it's real important not to just wake up and waste time, regardless of whether you're 5 or 50. Time is not something to be wasted, man. So I just want to encourage and inspire you in that. Check out today's episode, as well as if you missed the last few episodes or whatever it may be, you know how it is, scroll through there. I'm actually going to do some recording today for some music. We're actually in my music studio. This is where I do a lot of the music recording, and the podcast, sometimes I record in here, like the quick takes are mostly recorded in here. But when you hear me like on the phone and things like that, I'm sitting down in my podcast studio on the other side, and that's a whole different setup. So today we in the music studio. We're going to be recording that song I let y'all hear a few weeks ago, Faith High, Fear Down. Red got his hands on it. My producer Red, man, shout out to you, appreciate you. He sent it back with some nice edits, so we're gonna do some rapping on there at the end. It's starting off kind of with the singing, y'all heard that, but we adding a whole new section to it, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, man, and I just hope y'all encouraged and inspired from the show. Look, I'm trying to continue to grow the show, continue to advance it, right? And that happens a lot of times just from you sharing the show. So I appreciate everyone who shares the show and who tells a friend. We actually have been doing really good in some countries. Like, I got some type of email this week or last week that I was starting to trend the charts in Sweden. So thank you to everyone who listens in Sweden. I know I have a few listeners there. So thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And look, man, stop listening to me talking and go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Audible, where you listen to your audiobooks. You can also search Inspire God's People and find us there for free. Yeah, man, turn this off and go listen to the show and tell me what you think, all right?